That's not what I wanted. But the name of this video is Female Construction Workers in the Philippines, baby. And what we're doing today is we are cutting down what's left of the Chinese plywood, cutting out the rotten sections. And the reason we're going to call this Female Construction Workers in the Philippines is because you're going to see Daisy May and I doing the work. Daisy is my #1 assistant. Look at that face. Look at that. She knows she's #1. She just doesn't want to smile. Give me a big smile. Say the #1, Isa. Well, Samukoi. I don't know what that means, Samukoi. Go ahead, #1. Ah, #1. Okay, so this is our work area today. We're working on top of the container, and we're going to be using a chainsaw and Can you hand me the snap line, Daisy, please? Remember the one that we fit? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we had to repair this snap line. All it had was a knot on the end of it. So because the original tang that's on the end of the snap line disappeared years ago. So what I did is I took an old stainless steel bend that the screw rusted out in, and I put the rope through the threads, and then I bent over the end, and this hooks on to the plywood, or it will hook onto a nail or anything else, and then you can use the plumb bob as a plumb bob once again. We also put chalk in here, some red chalk, and that was our only other repair for today. And we're gonna start now. So Daisy, just put this back on top of the bench, and then Mercury 3, Salamat Mercury. We'll sing. Thank you. We'll sing. They look at Daisy May. Look, come on over here, honey. Be careful. I tied that down so it's a little bit more secure. All right. She's Daisy, say hello to Mercury. Wait, I'll reverse this. Say hello to Mercury 3. He just sent us a super chat.
Hi, Mercury. Thanks. And then because of that, to me. Thank you
very much, Mercury 3. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to actually get to work now. How are you? Just got in the house. We are actually doing fine. I just came back from the lumberyard. I made an order. I have about, I guess about 60 pieces of lumber coming. We're not going to buy any more of this Jimalina garbage, this whitewood that we have all over the place that's rotting. I ordered 60 pieces of coconut lumber, and then we have a 5-gallon bucket of white paint. We're going to put the paint on it to reduce the splinter factor, and then we're going to get this plywood cut, get rid of the garbage, and we're going to make some shelves in the house in preparation for the container that's coming from America, which it's going to be here in about 19 days, if it comes on time. And it should. And next week I have to go back to Cebu. I have to go to Cebu and give the customs agent a deposit. Well, actually, this is a funny thing about the Philippines. Okay, you don't even know these people from Adam, from nothing, and they tell you to send them 125,000 pesos, and they'll take care of it. I said, well, how about a nice contract? Yes, sir. I said, well, how about the contract in my email before I make arrangements to come and meet you? Sir, there's no reason to meet me. I said, well, I think 125,000 pesos warrants a physical meeting face to face. And it's only 125,000 pesos to get the container from America to here, the customs, And the fees, it doesn't cover the cost of shipping from Cebu to Bohol, which I'll make a live stream on a later date. But so then it's an additional 125,000 pesos for something else, for something else. So it's 125 and one. It's 250,000 pesos, $5,000. He says just send. I could do it Western Union, or I could send it to his bank account directly, or I told him, or I can come to your office, meet you, take a nice picture of your face. This way I know, and then you'll write down and I'll take a video of me giving you the money, and you'll write it down in the contract that I agree to. Oh, yes, sir, you could do that too. I could do that too, huh? How about that? It should have been your first suggestion. Yet, 2 different customs agents, same conversation. They'll handle everything over the phone without you meeting them, and you give them $5,000 up front, which is the entire cost of the job before the job gets done. So I said to him, well, the other 125,000 pesos, I'm not going to give you that. I have to still purchase that item, and I have to see it before I purchase it. I'm not going to take your word that it's a good operating item. Sir, I've been in this business for 40 years. I said, yeah, you know what? Sir, I'm going to come and see the item before I pay 125,000 pesos for it. These people here are a fucking trip to work with. They want the whole total monies up front before you meet them, and before the contract was even signed. He was telling me to send it to his bank account before I even saw the contract. I haven't even seen the contract. It's supposed to be in my email. So that's one thing I'm up to, keeping these people honest. There's another guy didn't have an office. He goes, no, I have no office. I'll just meet you. You don't have an office, and you want me to send you 200,000 pesos? Because each person has a different price. So here we go. I'm gonna digress back to working, which is the thing that keeps me sane. Because dealing with Filipino businessmen, or what they think they should be called, businessmen, these people get it all. But then there's no guarantees in the contract. They said, if you're not going to put a guarantee in the contract, then I'm not going to sign the contract. And I'm going to take off 20%, and when the guarantee is fulfilled. No, sir. I said, well, we'll see about that when I get there on Tuesday or Wednesday. These people, I'm telling you, these people are a fucking trip. It is like dealing with somebody that's on LSD. They have these fantasies, $5,000 to a voice on the phone. That's what they want up front. And it's not upfront money. It's not a deposit. It's the total monies. Jesus Louise. Okay, so here we go. To answer your question, Mercury, I hope that did it. I'm going to switch this back to the other direction. Okay, let me see what you wrote. And then I got to get back to work. Justin B., I have a suggestion for you. Mercury 3 has been a Patreon member at the $20 or above level. And if you want to know what's happening with my hotel, I suggest you become a Patreon member. Give me your telephone number, and I will call you directly. Okay? When you become a member of my Patreon community, I will share my personal information with you. Nothing personal, but I don't know you from a hole in the head, and I cannot answer everybody's question. It's a legitimate question. Have a nice day. I expect to see you on my Patreon account at the $20 level, or I just wish you a nice 4th of July weekend. Okay, I know that sounds a little bit rough, and I don't care. Okay, so we're going into the work mode here. Okay, honey. I know. We have to charge it. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm applying the charger and then trying to get it to stabilize at the same time. Okay, so for those of you who think I'm a little bit rough on Justin B, that's okay. But I am not here on YouTube. YouTube doesn't pay me enough money to answer everybody's questions. And personal questions, I don't feel I have to answer at all. I'll hear, I'm coming to your hotel. I'm coming to Bohol. I'm going to be in the Philippines in December. I'm going to be in the Philippines in August. I'm going to buy you dinner. I hear all that crap. And then I don't hear from them back after I spend 10 minutes explaining. Now, I give Mercury 3 has been aces, all aces in my book for the last very long time. Okay, so let's get this turned around.
The speaker, maybe you.
All right, what, honey?
The speaker is underneath.
Well, they're not going to be able to hear much anyway once I start the chainsaw. Okay, Daisy, this should work. You stay here. You stay here for a minute. Okay, guys, whoever's... Mercury said, hello, Miss Daisy. Okay, so Daisy, if you want to read the comments, I'm going to go over there and start... Come on, man. We're working, Daisy. We're not sitting down enjoying life here. We're working. You sit down when you're working. Over there, you want to read the comments and say hello? Nothing personal. Joe. Okay.
Hi, Mercury. Thanks for the comments and watching.
Mercury said he's having a barbecue.
That's nice.
Sitting around having a barbecue. Tell Mercury that we have a barbecue now also, yeah? Explain.
We have a new barbecue grill already. Michael bought it for about 600.
600 pesos. Tell them it's a wood barbecue, though.
Wood barbecue. We have wood barbecue for here. We're using Mercury.
Scrap wood. Scrap Gemelina. Yeah?
G. Milena, yeah. I'll go there now.
No, you stay there. Just gonna get really dusty. Now that just in case Mercury has any more questions, stay there and answer.
Okay. Hello. I've been wondering where I am about to tell you I can see. It's so fading.
You wanna? Okay. The measurement was 24 by 78. You measured?
Yeah. Mercury asked what is that chainsaw? Is that old chainsaw?
What is the chainsaw? No, it's a new chainsaw. It's a still 190. Still 190.
Still 190. Mercury. It's not an old saw, it's a brand new.
Well, it's probably
4 years already?
Probably
5.
8, 9 years old, maybe. To me, that's new.
You bought that here in the Philippines, yeah? Michael has still 190 chainsaw, Mercury. Yes, it's a good saw.
You have, if whoever is watching this, if anybody is watching it at all, our internet service here in the Philippines, simply put, sucks. There's
You move into front the camera.
absolutely, totally sucks. We have had, this yesterday, about 6 internet interruptions, besides the physical. You got to be careful when you push that button. 6 or 7 internet interruptions yesterday where I was loading a video. The fucking internet here just sucks. 6 internet, while I was working, 6 times I had to reload the video. Plus how many blackouts, short blackouts, 2, 3, 4 blackouts a day, every day. It's like we're working in some barbaric age in the 1800s. They have the technology available on the shelf to make the internet work here, and they refuse to do it. But they charge you more money here in the Philippines for internet than we pay in America. It's a fucking nightmare. Took 14 hours to load a 7-minute video 3 times, or 42 hours to load 3 7-minute videos, plus the time it took to reload the video several times each day. A fucking joke. That's what it is. A fucking joke.
Oh, Warren is here.
Hello, Warren.
Hello, Warren. Nice to see you.
My new modified snapline hook works perfect.
Thanks, Mercury, to delete that message about Justin B.
Yeah, Justin B. Justin B gone. That's what Justin B is. Justin B gone. Okay. ear plug. Daisy, get me one. Remember those short pieces we put over there, the ones that are no good?
Mm.
Give me the hot. Yep. Stay right there. Stay there. Let it go. Yeah, baby. Chinese plywood.
Hello, Ate Princess Anod and Philly in the Philippines. We're in Yorvik. Page hi. Michael is working to... What are you doing? Page hi. Michael is cleaning the plywood because it's all get rotted because of the Chinese plywood. So he take it all. He's cutting the bad plywood some, and then some of the use that it's not rotted part of the plywood. Michael will use it. It's not a building, Laro Lagras. It's just a plywood that we're carrying to some of the wood, the plywood, we will use it. Then all the rotted parts of the plywood will be used for the firewood here. Hello, Jack Thompson. Mayong gabi. Good evening. Ate Princess Anod, pasagdira na. Wala man to she's not posturing here. She just want to say hello, Ate Princess Anod. Just get over it. Did you see that? Michael is using only one hand. Michael cannot hear me. He's using an earplug, and then because of the noisy too, so I cannot ask him some question. Jack Thompson, I'm not the boss, Michael. Michael is the boss. You see that? Michael punched the junk Chinese plywood. One punch only. Yes, Mercury 3 chainsaw is good than a flushing toilet. You're funny. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much, Mercury 3. When you repeat. Michael will use for a shelving in our house. Shelving here in our house and really, Jack? I don't know that. I will tell Michael not to eat the Chinese plywood later. Yeah, Mercury 3. That's a health benefit. Many ants. Yeah, Jack and Laro, it's a not good quality.
Chinese plywood, baby. With that.
Michael just eat it. Jack, I cannot stop him. He likes to eat the plywood. And you saw that it has many ants. Michael is drinking only a distilled water now. And then I put a tape in the bottle so that it will not split up. Yeah, Atilaro, the ants and some termites, they stay there so that the plywood will easy to get broke. Warren, I hope you're still watching and I hope you are fine. Michael! You. Michael is put a water in his head and he will wet his body because he feels very hot, so it makes him cold bug now to get cold to think properly, because if you feel very inert you get very hot, very hot, you cannot think properly. So if you feel very hot to your body, you need to warm it up, getting cold your body. So you must wet your body. So in here in the Philippines, if you're in a hot sun, after your work, you don't need to wet your body. So what? You cannot think properly, and then your body is very hot. So what's the purpose of working and then you feel very hot? So you need to your body be cold. Parang mapasta mo ba? You better not be getting, will be, what do you call that in English? You'll be sick if your body if you wet your body after you work, or hi Don. harmful to our body. So it just achiche borracho like that. So it's not true. If Michael do that for how many years, if he get hot, he put water in his body, in his head. Yeah.
Give me the power.
Unplug.
Yeah, unplug.
I'll stay here.
Yeah.
Okay. You're very funny, Jack. Really? So it must be very cold. Your balls. Your balls very got cold. Oh.
The cotillo fell straight down. Just remind me to get it later.
Okay. I saw over there.
Okay. Then when the pencil, I think I blew the pencil away too, but don't worry about that.
The yellow?
Yeah. No, the pencil.
Okay.
Not the crayon, the pencil. You have the hammer over there, yeah?
Yeah. You want?
Yeah.
I'll go there now. Okay.
Just talk to, if Mercury's still there, just say hello.
Ah, yeah, Warren. You don't know that the Mongoloid guy, he can work as much as Michael. You know what I'm talking about. It's very funny. Maybe he's watching now. So press the thumbs up.
Talking to me?
No.
Hello, Warren.
Press the thumbs up. So I've been watching. What time is it? Here in the Philippines, the time is 12:58. Yeah, baby. Thank you, Mercury. You will use that, not the white.
What?
You will use that bucket, not the white bucket.
No. Round is easier to use.
Around. Okay. Why?
Explain it.
Why?
What we're gonna do.
I don't know. You will paint?
Paint one coat, yeah?
Ah, Michael will use the one coat paints.
Thin it out 20% with water.
Thin it out with 20% of water.
And use a dustpan brush.
And Michael will use a dustpan brush to paint. Ah. Thank you again, Mercury 3. Thank you, thank you very much, Mercury 3.
My goodness, thank you, Mercury. Uh, Tell them how much time the brush saves, Daisy.
Saves time? I don't
How
know.
much time the brush saves. If you paint it with a paintbrush, how much faster is this? Explain it. Explain it.
I don't know how to explain.
200 times faster? 300 times faster?
1
You've
million.
done it 50 times, you should know. Explain it.
It takes about what? I don't know how to explain.
How much faster is this?
That brush faster than the small brush that you use for about 200 times. Michael is little bit. Thank you, Warren H. Thank you very much, Warren H. And Dennis Adam.
Dennis Adams, salamat.
Thank you very much, Dennis Adam. And Mercury 3 again.
What happened?
Mercury 3 again.
Oh, come on. Super chat. Salamat.
The super chat, baby.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mercury 3.
This is just a prime.
Super chat. Warren it again.
Now watch this. I'm going to put this board up on edge so you can see how much faster it is when you paint it with just a nice quality dust pan brush. Okay, so we have
Many super chats coming.
two gallons of 1.5 gallons of paint in here, and this is a standard high quality. Mayan hapon, Mayan buntag pod. This is a standard dust pan brush, 10 inches long, but it holds 5 or 6 ounces of paint. So a paintbrush holds about 1 ounce, and it's 2.5 or 3 inches wide. So watch how fast this applies the paint.
They're playing with the super chat now. Super chat. Thank you very much.
Salamat. What happened?
Mercury 3, Dennis Adam, Warren H.
Again?
Yeah, nagan.
Let's see again then. See how fast that was? Like 30 seconds, huh?
That's very funny. Thank you, everyone. Michael will go to
Who are we going to sing for?
Daghan, Dennis Adam again, Mercury
Dennis
3,
Adams.
and Warren.
Salamat, Dennis Adams. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Thank you very much, Dennis Adam.
All right, that's done. Just got to do the edges, and it's finished.
Thank you, Dennis, Warren, and Mercury 3. That's very funny.
Right, that's the hard side. Now we'll do the easy side.
Oh, there is a basher here. Can you please delete that,
All
Velasquez?
right, so the idea is to drop a whole bunch of paint at the top of the board.
Richard is a basher. You delete.
and then just swirl it around. Don't worry if it drips down because it's just dripping down onto the next piece of plywood. Explain that. If it drips down, it's dripping down on the next piece.
Michael said that it's okay to drip it down the paint because the plywood needs to be painted, so there's no waste of that. So it's okay to drip it down while you're painting. So if you're painting, you need to put plywood underneath that you need to paint it. Okay te, pasahon ako niya. Aya, wa po ko'y kuhan lang ni kay yaman ning kuhan. Dili man ako, dili ko magbuti. Mag-ignan na lang ako siya.
Okay, like here's the next piece right here.
So the next piece is had to be a little bit of paint. So there's no problem of that. It's okay to have a paint. I hope all of you are fine and enjoy watching, and then have a beautiful life. Oh, it's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful world. Very fast, yeah? Michael is a good painter.
Very neat too. I'm very
And
neat painter.
Michael is a neat painter. You can see how he painted. You can see what happened to his hand.
Mein buntag. Yeah, mein gabi food.
You're having a joke with Michael. He said the people here will talk to Michael. Instead of good morning, they will say good evening. Mayong gabi. So it's just for have fun here in the Philippines. They know Michael that he will say opposite. Instead of good morning, he will say good evening. So now you know.
That makes everybody explain to me buntag and gabi, and then I say yes, and I am niwang. Make them laugh, yeah?
Yeah. Larola Sagras is just for fun. It's just making I'm fine, Warren H. Thanks for asking. I hope you're fine too.
Now look how fast it is now. Explain it when it's flat.
Oh, it's very fast the way Michael painted when it's flat. Michael said, the world's fastest painter in the Philippines, in Bohol, baby. And the most cleanliness painter. Frank Rizzo, yeah. Do you know Frank Rizzo?
Who?
Frank Rizzo.
I can't hear you.
Okay.
Frank what?
Rizzo.
Frank Rizzo?
Yeah?
Well, I know a Frank Rizzo in real life, but I don't know if it's the same man on YouTube.
Okay. I'm just asking.
I don't remember. You know I don't remember anything.
You will drink? I'll get water there.
What?
You will drink? I will go there.
Okay. Pick that, the T-square up out of there, please. Put it over. Yeah. Speed painting, baby. Speed painting in the Philippines. Latex. So if you had this set up on a pair of horses where you could walk around all four corners, you could paint a 4x8 sheet of plywood both sides in about 90 seconds. If it was smooth plywood and the paint was correct and you had somebody flipping the board, you could do a board every 2 minutes for sure by yourself.
Having a ulan, watermelon.
What?
You need help here?
No, there's not much you can do. You're gonna get. You know what? You could look around for the pencil. Brand new fucking pencil lasted 5 minutes. Yeah. I don't think I blew it off at first, but I might have blown it off. You're not gonna see it over there. It's under here somewhere, underneath. Maybe, maybe not. Could be even underneath the plug. No, it wouldn't be like that. You have to cut down a little bit every minute. Very scientific method I use to measure things.
I will pay and I will take care of the liver chicken.
I'll be over to that camera in a minute and explain this whole thing. Okay, when you consider that you have to do the edges and both sides and you're working by yourself, you could use a roller, but with all the dust from the chainsaw and stuff like that, it's not much faster. If you had a flat surface and you were using a roller, you could do that, but this wood is so dry it's very porous. So a roller just doesn't do the same job as a good brush. Because a brush you could go 45 degrees, side swipe it, vertical, horizontal. You could do whatever you want. But with a roller, it kind of like just puts it vertical. It doesn't go into the pores, especially if there's a very porous spot. And this stuff is just junk shelving. It's just, I want to paint it white to keep the ants from inhibiting it. And it's just going to be junk shelving, like to put cardboard boxes on or milk crates. So it doesn't need much strength. The strength is going to come from the substructure of 2x2s on the bottom. So it doesn't have to be neat, it doesn't have to be strong, and it doesn't have to be pretty. But it will be strong, but it'll never be pretty. And I found this to be faster in the long run for painting big stuff, especially like I said, if it's porous, you can go like this, it goes right into the grain. With a brush, sometimes you have to go back and forth 6, 7 times. This, you just make circles one time, done. All right, back to work. And like I said, it's really 10 times faster to do the edges this way than with a roller. Impossible to do the edges fast with a roller on multiple small pieces.
Found the lapis.
Where was it?
Over there near the pipe.
You know, I must have had it up on this wooden table here. Because I don't remember seeing it on the... I didn't put it down. I left it on top because I was using it. All right, thanks. Where'd you put it? Yeah, put it on top of the food, yeah?
Okay.
But nothing about the hotel.
Yeah.
Except unless Mercury has something, or Dennis or Warren. But to the regular, to the regular people, we don't have something. Unless they do a super show. Like, $10,000 or something like that. Tell Warren I forgot to call him last night.
Warren, Michael said that he forgot to call you last night.
And then you were the one who said it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So I think it's right now for Warren, I think it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. Ask him what.
Warren, what time is it now? Diba, as I remember, maybe it's 3 hours ahead to you there in Australia. And Michael's thinking now it's 6 o'clock in the morning over there. Oh, 3:15 p.m. in the afternoon. It's 3 hours lagi. Because now is...
Okay, 3 hours plus. So, yeah, when we call all over the world, I get that shit.
You don't believe me, I remember. And America is 1:15. It's okay, Warren. Kalma raman ko, te. Di mo siya mutuo gabi. Ako siyang gigna na tulo ka oras ang kuan. Mukuan dyan siya unom daw ka oras. Kay ulo. What kind of coffee, Warren? Maybe I want one.
Talking to me?
Warren, he said that he will get a coffee if anyone wants to get a coffee.
All right.
Ah, black and strong. Ah, okay. Cannot sleep with that. Late. That's a joke only. It's very late now. You will drink coffee, so it must be you cannot sleep early at night. You just need to take a... Oh, really? Me, I gonna know. I keep me awake drinking the coffee. It's the last time I drink the coffee in McDo. And then I take the pill, remember? I vomit. Michael make a video of that.
Did you tell Warren what happened when you couldn't go to sleep the other night?
Yeah, I remember that. I feel...
Tell him.
I cannot sleep the other 2 days ago. Is that right? 2 days ago? 3 days?
2 days ago, right? 3 days ago.
Wow. Bless you, Dennis Adam. You can sleep with...
Tell them the story.
Samo ko eh.
I'll tell the story. So I'm working on the computer. I'm not really paying much attention. It's about 11 o'clock at night. And I decide I want to go to sleep, so I get a shot glass and I take 1 shot of tequila. And Daisy grabs it from me and brings it over towards herself. And I look at her, and then she puts it down, so I thought she was joking. So I did the shot, put the bottle back, and I had the videos on. I was working on a video, and I saw Daisy over by the counter. I thought she was just brushing her teeth, and she went to sleep. So I didn't know she was drunk. Not drunk, hammered. Not hammered, enamored. Not enamored, polluted. She was 3 sheets to the wind. So when I went to wake her up to tell her to move over, because she's like getting in the middle of the bed, sprawled out, I said, move over. I couldn't wake her up. I said, oh, she must be really tired, because she never drinks by herself. Well, she was drinking by herself for a couple of hours before she went to bed. And in the morning, when she woke up, her face was that face, you know, the face, the hangover face. So what did I do? Caring, loving person that I am, I said, get up, we're going to the city. She goes, no, I'm going to sleep in. I said, no, I'm going to pour cold water on you if you don't get up. So she got up and she got dressed. She's really good like that. She's such a good woman in so many ways. So we got dressed, and instead of taking a tricycle or a hobble to the main station, I made her walk 3 kilometers. That's right, good training. So I made her walk it off. And she walked the 3 kilometers, never said a word, just walked like a trooper. I walked at a good pace. By the time we got to where we were going, she was sobered up a little bit, still hammered though, you know, still that kind of, because she wouldn't eat. So when we got to the city, we had a muffin and an aspirin, and by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, she was good to go. But it took 6 hours to recuperate, and we walked 3 kilometers in the morning and another 4 or 5 kilometers in the city. I made her walk it off. And the next day she was okay. She wanted to lay in bed. I said, no. When you play, you pay.
Yeah.
Is that the truth?
Michael is making up stories. You believe that?
What? What? What, Michael, what?
Nothing. Made a joke.
Let it go?
Atik lang.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, Warren, it's true. Michael did not lie. Atik lang. Oh, we're waiting for the no. You should not drink, Warren, with the tequila. You just need to drink, I think, a beer or sometimes coffee, and also a tea, green tea or black tea with lemon or honey. That's good for your health though. That's good for your health. Yeah, I'm having a green tea here every morning, Warren. I put sometimes calamansi juice here in the Philippines and sometimes honey. But now I'm using the honey. Oh, Frank Rizzo is a little bit buwang ka. Are you nuts? Candy is good for your health. Maybe you have no teeth now if you're always eating the candy. Especially after you eat the candy and then you did not brush your teeth. Whoa. What? You have no teeth. Ay. I would do anything for love. Good painter, a very cleanliness painter in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael is good painter and very clean.
Very neat. Neat, not clean. Neat.
Oh, neat. Yeah, sorry. Neat. Neat.
Neat.
Neat. Cannot pronounce so good. Neat.
Neat.
Neat. Clean, eh? Different than me. You have a request that I sing Mercury or Warren? That I know, of course. Michael will sing the Over the Mountain.
Wants me to sing Over the Mountain?
Yeah,
Warren?
yeah.
All right.
I know that's the request, Warren.
The bear went over the mountain. The bear went over the mountain. The bear went over the mountain. And what do you think he saw?
Michael first will
Saw
sing.
another mountain. Yeah, he saw another mountain. Yeah, baby. He saw another mountain. And what do you think he did? He climbed the other mountain. He climbed the other mountain. He climbed the other mountain. And what do you think he saw? Well, he saw a bunch of stinkweeds.
Do you think he
saw
will
a
be too
bunch of
big to stay in my
stinkweeds.
home?
He saw a bunch of stinkweeds. And what do you think he did? He ate up all the stinkweed. He ate up all the stinkweed. He ate up all the stinkweed. And what do you think he got? He got an awful bellyache. He got an awful bellyache. He got an awful bellyache. And what do you think he did? He did it all over the mountain. He did it all over the mountain. He did it all over the mountain. And what do you think of that? That. What do you think of that?
Good song.
Good. I'm a good singer.
And a good singer too.
Good singer. You know that. You know that.
Yeah, baby. Salamat.
Yeah, baby. I get paid not to sing.
Okay, Mercury, and then Jack Thompson, Daisy, I just bought a baby elephant. Do you think it will be too big to stay in my house? What? Really? A real elephant or a toy? That's nice. You like elephant? It's not dangerous. Hanap mo, te. Saan may pakanta kung kabalo ko? Do you know Brown Eyes? Brown-eyed girl, Daisy. No, Warren, I don't know how to sing that. Maybe
What?
I need to practice.
What?
He asked me if I know brown-eyed girl. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a great song.
You know that?
No, well, everybody's heard the song Brown Eyed Girl, but it was a very famous song in either the late 70s, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like they played it every 30 seconds on the radio.
Soon we will go live. I will sing it to you, Warren. But now I don't know, and then I cannot sing. Sorry. Brown-eyed girl. So I will search that later, and then I will practice how to sing that, Warren. Is that okay? Sorry for I will just sing to you a different song that I know. What song? Every night and then we find a special friend who tell me who I am, and I know you're there forever, ever, always said I'm always there. You need help? It's hung up.
No.
Okay. I'll make a wish for you and hope it will come true, that life would just be kind to such a gentle mind. If you lose your way, think back on yesterday. Oh, you see that? Let's go back. It broke.
Chinese plywood sucks every day of the week.
Kalimot ko tin sa unto pagkanta. Bagi ko kabisado ng mga karaan. Yeah.
Why don't you just sing something that you know?
Yeah, I'm say before.
When?
Remember me this way. I was saying thanks to you. Thank you for teaching me how to love, showing me what the world means, what I've been dreaming of. And now I know there is nothing that I hope for, and a lot of what I hope for is thanks to you. No mountain, no valley, no time, no space, no heartache, no heartbreak, no fall from grace can stop me from believing that my heart may pull me through. Thanks to you. But when said love fell goodbye, I never knew what world you walk. You would break in my heart. I still believe in loving you, in spite of all the hurt that I'm going through. Even if again and again you break my heart, one thing would never change. Still believe in loving you. It's not charging, it's only 11%.
It's gonna end, and it's not charging. It's gonna end. Are you sure it's plugged in properly? Take it out, put it back in. And sometimes it uses more power than it takes in. If that might be a shitty charger and it takes more power out than it puts in. Some chargers will keep up with the drain. Some will give more. That's a piece of shit, that charger. That's the new one, yeah?
Yeah.
Piece of shit. Okay. Don't worry about it. Okay, you gotta do me a favor, Dave. Get me some water.
Okay.
Okay, come on over here. Slow, no hurry. Start down the ladder. Or you go down the ladder. No. You go down the ladder. Just go all the way down, one step at a time. Hold on with both hands. Don't let go of one hand. Don't do that. Hold on with one hand at all times. Oh, God, teaching Daisy how to go up and down the ladder. 3 years. She lets go of both hands. She thinks that the steps can't break, or she can't slip, or can't have an accident. It's an amazing girl. It's amazing she goes up and down the ladder. But it's amazing that she doesn't get that 90% of the accidents in the home and in business are from ladders and wheelbarrows. Just doesn't get that part. We don't have a wheelbarrow yet, but ladders are 90% of all home accidents because people take it for granted that the step isn't going to break, or they're not going to slip, or their back isn't getting a sharp pain in it, and they have one hand on the ladder and a sharp pain in their back, and they lose focus for just 1 second, and boom, they're on the ground. It happens. That's enough. Doesn't matter how many times I explain to keep both hands on there either. I explain it every time that she doesn't do it, and she doesn't do it about 5 times a day. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's the Filipino way, I call it. That's the way it is. The way of the Philippines. When they want to do it their way, they do. Even if it's the wrong way, doesn't matter. Even if it's the dangerous way, even if it's a hazardous way, it's the Filipino way. Where are you? Okay. You ready? Honey, sweetheart, come on back up and then read the comments and see if I'm right. Come on up. Never let go of one rung or the other, with one hand on one rung and one hand on the other. 1 foot on one step, 1 foot on the other rung. One step and one rung, one step and one rung. Never let it Devil, don't. You don't understand. It's gonna happen. Gonna get hurt. Okay, go back over there, read the comments. Tell her if I'm right. Tell her if I'm wrong. Anybody out there know? Somebody want to join in? Safety first? On the safety first lesson? Go ahead, open. Answer the comments. Say it.
Eating, can you just wait?
I don't want them to forget, you know? I'm doing this for you, Daisy. I'm trying to teach you safety.
Drink water.
Yeah, yes.
Maybe I'll get my charger, yeah?
If you're gonna do it, you better do it now because if you don't have, you only have about 12, maybe 15 minutes maximum before it dies.
Here's the wood. Mm.
Get my glove. You!
Pasa sa iya ha. Ihatag sa iya ha. Okay, butang niya diri.
What is he doing? Back it up over to here. I want the wood up on top.
Iback up ba? Ikuan diri. Ang kaning diri. Sana
They
diri.
know what I want. They just don't want to do it. What is? Yeah. You could turn it around, but I don't want them to see the house over there. What is he doing? Yo, 6 times. Truck over here like that. Yep. Yep. What is he doing? Tell him to bring the truck over here. There's plenty of room for that car. The car's only this wide. Did you turn it around?
Cannot because it will see them.
Okay. This guy, and he drives the truck, really? He's the one who drives the truck? push this over. Yeah, yeah. Watch out, Daisy. Get that log out of there. Yup. Get that board out of there. Yep. Here, wait. Okay, now we can go fast. You can put me in the picture, yeah? Or just the wood, I don't care. You got me in the picture?
No, because it was shaken.
Walk over there. Take
Wait.
the electric
Yeah.
and walk over there. Come on. Yeah, yeah. For 5 minutes, it's okay like that, Daisy. Don't smash the wire. Be careful of the wire, okay?
put it here?
Yeah, I'm okay. Stay right there. Yep.
Don't go in the end.
What?
Don't go in the end and the plywood.
Don't worry. The plywood?
Yeah, over there, but don't go.
Yeah. I got the board across the end, right? See that?
Yeah.
These boards weigh about maybe 12 pounds or 13 pounds each. The bigger ones, a little more. Oh, my back! Oh, my back! Okay, I'm better now. Not all Americans are girly men, you know. Okay. What else? Okay, now we just have the cement, that's it, yeah? There's no 2x4s, right? Okay, finished? Ah, the 12s, right, okay. Okay. Oh, I see what he did. He changed the 2x4s for 2x3s. That's okay. Take a one, yeah? Take a one. Take a one. Possible, take a one.
Didn't.
Oh.
I will charge it now. It's only 5% left.
Yeah, okay, good, Daisy. Good thinking. You don't understand Messiah? Ah.
Wala kasabot.
Ah.
Yes, Mercury. Now Michael has a real man with no bullshit. No bullshit.
Hello, Victor. That's it, yeah, just that, yeah? No, that's gonna go over there.
I'll go outside.
What? Very nice. Soon. Okay, I will come now. Oh, just jump.
Michael just stuck all the woods.
75 pieces.
75 pieces. Did no
75 times 12, 1,000 pounds.
1,000 pounds. Michael move it without stopping. Without stopping. Non-stop. Putting all the woods. 75 pieces. So, and the Mongoloid can't even go walk in a hot sun and walk in the city, and then it's complaining about the, you call that, the dusty. What's the song that you requested before, Warren? Brown-Eyed Girl? Van Morrison. Brown-Eyed Girl. So I'll just sing the Brown-Eyed Girl. It's okay when they have the copyright. Here we go. Here where did it go? Days when the rain's coming down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and running, hey, hey, skipping and I'm jumping in the misty morning fog with our hearts are thumping in you. Ooh, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Whatever happened to Tuesday, I'm so slow. Going down the old mine with a transistor radio. Standing in the sunlight laughing, hiding behind a rainbow's wall. After all the waterfall with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. The best song that I like to sing is Sha-la-la-la, tida. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, tida. Any kind of song, the best that I like to sing is something like a love songs. Thanks, Mercury. It's very real. It's very true that he's Mongoloid. Mongoloid.
Is it facing me or you?
Yeah, facing you.
Okay, so that was 75 pieces of 12 pound and 14 or 15 or maybe no 12 and half again, 17-pound lumber, because it's wet. 75 pieces of 12 and 15, so take 75 times 15, that's 750 plus 375, that's about 1,100 pounds humped up like this over the edge of the building, and then up onto the table, and then 22 pieces on the roof. And now I will take that brush and brush all the tops of the woods, and then, you know, just roll them over and throw them down from that bench to this bench, and this will be my cutting station. So I'm gonna just
You drink water? Just there.
yeah, I'm gonna have a little water, and then we're gonna start on the you know what I could do? You could slide those over to me.
Okay.
I could paint them down here.
Mm.
All right, change of plan. I'm gonna paint them down here. I just had to put them up there to get them out of the way. Okay, you have your gloves, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, change of plan.
Thank you,
Let me get
Mercury.
water, and then we'll go.
We'll write a song. Okay. I will try my best. About the Mongoloid. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much, Mercury 3.
Mercury 3?
Yeah, because I said Mongoloid, it's for the Mongoloid.
Well, the Mongoloid. Yeah, Daisy don't like him at all.
They like that. They want me to compose a song about the Mongoloid.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's okay for me. You're the boss.
Kakon.
Hold on, let me get a little water.
Michael is bakakon that I'm the boss.
She's the boss. Okay, honey. My girl Daisy May is gonna hump over 1,100 pounds of wood. Let me show you how to make it easy.
Oh.
Don't drop
I'm
it. No,
afraid,
no, no,
Yanni.
you can't
That's
do
why
that.
I hold.
You're gonna drop it on there. Hold on. Stop. Just stop. It's okay. Okay. Just relax.
I'm relaxed.
Yep. You're relaxed. I want you to put this across the top. Yeah,
Like
take
that?
take this. Put it up there. Right?
Like that?
No. Put it a little bit to me. Right there. Straight, Daisy. Look, straight this way. Look at me. Yeah.
Like that? You sit straight.
Yeah, straight across from one side to the other. Yep. Like that. Put this next to it. I'll give you 2 more of those.
Like that?
Beautiful. Okay, now you just slide it. All right, take this.
Double.
Double, triple.
Triple.
Yep, like that. Alrighty. Alright, slide one. Just let it fall down on the wood. Just like that. Perfect. That's the way to do it. Just like that. Alright. Hold on a moment. I'm going to change one thing over here.
Okay.
Any board. Start on your end. That's it, like that. Start from the edge and work your way towards the middle. Don't try to grab the boards on the top. There's too much friction.
Okay.
Let it go. Once I touch it, once I grab it, just let it go. Let go, Daisy May. We're building held together. Maybe on Mother's Day, I'll hire somebody to help Daisy. No, I mean on her birthday. Okay, now, we're going to change positions here. You come down. These boards are way strong. Don't worry, that can't tip. It could tip, but it can't break. Daisy, put these in the box. Did you ever find the other earplugs? Probably in one of my pockets. Okay. Okay.
Their coconut lumber?
Yeah. I can't tell you the price of the coconut lumber that I paid because I get a special discount. But let me tell you something. The coconut lumber was cheaper than this Gemelina, whatever the fuck that garbage is from last year. And it's twice the strength, and bugs don't like it half as much. Okay. So Daisy, now listen to me. This wood is what is called milled. It's a milled finish. It's smooth, but the corners could have a splinter like a toothpick go right through the glove. So don't slide it through your little thin gloves. Otherwise, one splinter could go through that thin leather. Don't worry about the ends. Just approximate. Feel a little bit is okay. I'm cutting most of the ends off. Well, maybe not, but either way, don't worry about the ends exactly. Get them close. Each layer, get the same layer at least anyway. Okay, when we paint it, it's all easy. I can get the ends exactly after it's all squared away. Now push the other side in, keep it straight. Go on the end on the other side and push the end in. Okay, perfect. Okay, good. Don't have to be exact, but if you start going off the way you are, you'll be off a whole board at the end of the run. Don't worry about the exact end because we have a hammer. We adjust that with the hammer later on. Mein Happen. That's beautiful. Now, you're not going to put another board on that layer. You're going back to the top and you're going to start one board in. It's like a pyramid. That's it, right there. That's beautiful. Very good the way you twisted that over and made it even. Very nice. Very, very nice. You are learning, I'll tell you that. What?
Nothing.
Every once in a while, you learn something, and you learn it forever. And that is something that you just learned forever. You did it on your own. You'll never forget to do that again. Okay, one more layer. Start it one side in, make a little another pyramid step there. Daisy, step away from that table for a minute. Just step away from the table for a minute. Shake the table in and out a little bit. Okay, it's all right. It needs to be supported. When I come down there in a minute, remind me to put a nail in the leg on the bottom. There's a lot of weight on there now. What the hell happened there?
Smoke the wood.
What?
Smoke the lumber, the plywood.
Alright. Alright, first thing I gotta do is fix that leg. It won't fall, but it's not secure. Okay. Alright. Okay, Daisy, come over here, read the comments. See if anything important is happening over here. I can't see, I don't have my glasses. And then, come on over here. That's pretty solid, Daisy, that's pretty solid. Okay, good job. Nice job. My girl. My new carpenter's helper. Carpenter's apprentice.
It's a coconut lumber. Yeah, Dennis, maybe you need to help me to compose the song. They said it looks like mahogany.
No, mahogany was 50% more. It's really not the kind of wood I'd want to use for forms. And when it dries, it gets real brittle. I just don't like using mahogany for forms. I'd rather have. I actually like the Gemolina for forms because it's soft. It's easy to nail through. But I don't worry about how hard something is to nail. I use what's best for the job, and I have a nail gun, so it don't matter. So this is what I wanted. That's what I got. I had to wait for it. There's a shortage of coconut lumber. I couldn't get the 2x4s I wanted, but I do have 2x4s in Camelina that are in good condition. Can't see. It helps if you could see the head of the nail. To me, it just looks like a brown stick. Now, I can see it. Going there.
The wood is Michael using now is coconut lumber.
Some of it is more dense, and it does look like mahogany, but
Yeah, because thank you very much. 10 thumbs up. Some more thumbs up. Hello, Blue Rose. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Jack, you're right about bitching toenail into. I'm talking about a fan. What time is it? Times 2:33. I'm really hungry. I'm on a diet now. My stomach get big when my mother is here. Might be Indian coconut. Kasi here in the Philippines, the coconut is red when you chop it off. Michael is supporting some wood. I need to diet a little bit, Warren, because my stomach is well blown up. Michael is supporting some woods framework on the bench. Yeah, Jack, maybe you need I need some help too about the lyrics also. And what is the, do you call that the rhythm of the song? I know the Mongoloid. I know, well, the Mongoloid. The Mongoloid is over the mountain. The Mongoloid is been over the mountain. The Mongoloid is over the mountain. And what do you think will happen? The Mongoloid is in the mountain. The Mongoloid is in the mountain. The Mongoloid is in the mountain. And what do you think will happen? I see the Mongoloid in the mountain. The Mongoloid is in the mountain. The Mongoloid is in the mountain. And what do you think you saw? I saw a bunch of Mongoloid. I think it said a Mongoloid. I saw all the Mongoloid is everywhere. And everywhere in Cebu.
Dumaguete. I think it's Dumaguete.
In Dumaguete. He moved in Dumaguete.
Moves around a lot. The Mongoloid is mobile Mongoloid.
The moving Mongoloid is in Dumaguete right now. So I will change. The Mongoloid is in Dumaguete. The Mongoloid is in Dumaguete. And what do you think will happen? The Mongoloid is... You need help?
No. I need my pen to not be attached to
The Mongoloid eat the stankweed. The Mongoloid eat the stankweed. The Mongoloid eat the stankweed that has a poison. And the Mongoloid is a the Mongoloid the Mongoloid is patay. The Mongoloid is patay. Because he eat the stankweed. Because he eat the stankweed. The Mongoloid is going to patay. Whoa! Michael, your lobot. They see your lobot. It tripped up. The Mongoloid is... Thanks, Jack! Big a thumbs up for the Mongoloid song.
Thanks, Jack.
Warren says that it's not a good position when you bent over before.
Oh, yeah. It's okay. It's okay. At least I got up. A couple of years from now, I probably won't be able to get up.
Yeah, Warren. Sorry for that. Yeah, he did. That's why I told him I saw his it's private area. He did not notice that.
Daisy,
Yeah.
the plug that you put in the container is gone.
That over there behind you.
Okay, you gotta put it in a little bit, Dave. You can't just, you gotta screw it in, yeah?
I screw it in. Okay.
If you screwed it in, it wouldn't be on the floor behind you.
Okay.
That's the bottom line. What you did was you screwed it up and the plug fell out.
Whatever.
But if you would have screwed it in, it would be in the container, in the drum.
Wow, 10 thumbs up. Thank you very much.
That's gonna help me move the next 700 pounds of lumber a lot. The thumbs up. Thank you.
The Mongoloid carrier. What? The carrier? Carrier? The Mongoloid carrier is changing his diaper. The Mongoloid carrier is changing his diaper. And what do you think she saw? Nothing as it's too small. Nothing as it's too small. Nothing is too... Oh, what happened?
You push the back button once and wait a few minutes, and you push the back button again.
No, did not.
All right, okay, it's okay. But it's not easy to figure this thing out. This tablet is a piece of shit when it comes to live streaming. Probably better off with your phone, but we're not going to use your phone. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Watch out, honey.
Good night,
Good night. Who's saying good night?
Dennis.
Dennis. Dennis, I owe you a phone call. I was going to call you this morning at about 2 o'clock in the morning. I know you're awake. And I started watching this guy from the Philippines who was playing pool. Some guy named Ephraim Bataleas. And I just got involved with watching. He's pretty damn good. Maybe he won the best championship, King of the Hill, whatever the hell that means. But one thing I tell you about watching pool that is really effing annoying. These douchebags that announce for the pool player, they all want to be the first to say, he missed it. I can't believe it. And then when the shot goes in, they go right on to the next subject. But they all want to be, it's like they're like little fucking kids. They can't wait for the guy to make a mistake. And the guy who they liked, Mike Siegel, oh, that's a really hard shot for Mike Siegel. He was at a disadvantage, and then he was complaining that the pool table cloth was wet or damp, and it was slowing it down, but it didn't have any effect on the other guy, and he lost 8 games in a row. The other guy won 8 games in a row, and he lost. And out of 7 times up at pool to take a shot, he got 7 balls in, scratched 3 times. The guy sucked, this guy, Mike Siegel. And the announcers, they all wanted him to win. And was the most annoying. Eventually, I just shut the sound off. But how fucking... I can't even imagine these fucking sissies sitting there in their little suits talking about another man playing pool, and they're going, ooh, ah, like they're poking each other in the fucking buttocks. Like, oh, that was I'm going, you fucking sisters. I ought to take you to the fucking job and show you what fucking ooh and ah sounds like when you come home after moving 10,000 fucking pieces of wood. What a bunch of fucking wuss-ass motherfuckers. Pool announcers, pool table announcers. Unbelievable. Okay, now, where are we? This table is really strong. How do you think...
You don't need to put a nail there?
Well, I could put the nail there with the nail gun, Ugma. Okay. You know what? I can't see. Where are my glasses? Daisy, do me a favor. Go over there and get my glasses. I'm going to read the comments now. I'm going to take a break. What, honey? Be careful. I'm going to read the comments now. Hold on. Okay. Over there. You can go over there. Just hang on to that rope. That board is strong, but it wants to tip over. You can go over here too, you know. Okay, I'm reading the comments. Good night, Jack and Dennis. Never mind. Yeah, chess announcers are more... I can't even imagine a fucking grown... I can't even imagine a fucking grown man sitting there trying to explain how hard a shot is after Jack would understand. After busting fucking hump moving fucking 6x8, 16-foot 6x8s around, they expect me to believe that this guy has a tough shot. Fucking kiss my ass. Yeah, that's another thing. The pool announcers, exactly, Dennis. They were all given their advice what shot he should have taken. And this guy Ephraim was kicking Mike Siegel's ass. So and he did win the contest. So he's what they call the. I do know my cousin John won place at the Las Vegas. Just at 9-ball. He did win first place at 9-ball back in the 80s. And whenever I went to a bar with him, I had to walk out of the damn bar because he would, first of all, he could drink a quart of booze and you wouldn't know it. But he would drink a quart of booze and play pool and start getting sloppy. And then somebody would come over and say, why don't we play for $20? And John would say, why don't we play for 100? Maybe 500. And they would think that, he was drunk, which he was. They watched him drink 15 or 20 drinks. They would think he wasn't that good, which is not the truth. And then he would run the table. My cousin could run 3 or 4 racks in 9-ball and without breaking a sweat. And he would take their money, and of course, they would accuse him of being a pool shark, which he was, and then he would accuse them of trying to rob his money because he was drunk, which they were. But typically, I would drag him out of there or just step back 4 or 5 steps so I could move in if there was a problem. But I didn't want them to think I was going to jump in unless there was going to be some action. So I'd back up into the corner and just mind my own business while they were fighting. But most times it just ended very peacefully. But John could handle himself. There was no doubt about that. He didn't need me. But if there was a couple of guys with pool sticks, you could always use a hand. So let's see if the comments. But yeah, that fucking pool. But these guys were saying, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah. Jack hung over the neck. I never played pool. I don't think I ever ran 4 balls in my whole life. I don't think I ever got 4 balls in a row. And I never wanted to. I just don't know how to, never wanted to play pool. That I don't have a pool table. So, but I enjoyed the hell out of it. Mike the Mouth Siegel. Yeah, Jack Thompson, that's what he was. He never shut the fuck up. He never shut the fuck. He was bitching and moaning and groaning and how do you like that? This game ain't over yet. He was down 11 games to nothing. He's going, this ain't over yet. And people were cheering that schmuck on. Schmuck, that's a good word. That's one of his words from his culture. Schmuck. Mercury, all right, Mercury left. Though that was a while ago. Okay, so here's what the next step is going to be. The next step, see, I had to get that lumber off the truck, expedite. Mercury's still here. Okay, his ex-wife was good at pool. Wow. Yeah, you wouldn't expect the woman to be good. Well, you know what? The truth is, I wouldn't expect the woman to be good because in my whole life, I may have been in a bar with like a pool bar. Maybe I was in a pool bar, I don't know, 100 times, maybe less. I didn't like bars. Never liked bars. Okay, I'm trying to flip this picture over to the other way. I never really liked bars. It won't flip. All right. Why it won't flip, I don't know. It will look at me, but it won't look in the other direction. I got to tell you something. This Samsung Galaxy A tablet, I'm not happy with the results of this thing at all. Not one bit. It doesn't have good Wi-Fi reception. Wi-Fi keeps flashing on and off. I'm just not happy with this. Okay, so I'm not going to get it. So what I'm going to have to do is just show you this. Okay, so I don't know what you can see now because I'm... Okay. All right. It's not gonna let me do it. Then if you move the camera on the wrong angle, oh, what a piece of shit this thing is. Okay, it's just not gonna flip. Anyway, I never liked bars. Never went into many. I did go to a lot of discotheques, and I don't know how to dance. But I did never like them. Never enjoyed them. Didn't like going into the bathrooms, the local bars where everybody was vomiting and pissing all over the walls. That just wasn't my cup of tea. All right. And then in 1977, I watched a guy get his... I won't say it, but he was dead. Okay? And half of his shit was on my shoulder. So that I didn't enjoy at all. All right, so we do have dogs here. If I go over to those dogs and put my hand in the fence, they will kiss me and lick me and like, you know, like love me. But if I walk past the gate, they bark like insane because they want love. They don't get any love. I used to give them love when they were puppies, but a lot. So, but the people there, they treat them like dogs, basically. And dogs in the Philippines are different than American dogs. Dogs in the Philippines are just there to bark. That's what they're there for. I have yet to see a dog, a regular dog, house dog, sit or roll over or fetch a ball. They have no idea what it means to sit down in any language. And I went to a dog show with Daisy Valentine's Day when we went to Alona Beach. And one of our restaurants, the guy who owns the restaurant, his manager was there with a dog that he swore was the most well-trained, best-trained. He couldn't even get the dog to stop pulling him around the ring. And then he blamed it on some dog in heat. And the other dogs were all after the other dog that was in heat. Nobody could control their dog. Dogs in the Philippines are different. They do like barking. All right, Warren is making jokes. Barstool pool playing. I don't know. Okay, so I played pool, tended bar, played for fun. It won more than I lost. Joined the pool team and could not stand everyone telling me what shots to make, so I quit. Yeah, I'm not into that. People explaining. In real life, I'm not into people explaining for me to do shit either. I listen to them sometimes, halfway through the conversation, if it's not something I want to hear. I say, okay, yeah, I got it. I'm not going to do that. I already thought about that. They all have these wonderful fucking ideas how to make my life easier because they watched their uncle when they were a child cut wood. Or some stupid thing. Okay, so Mercury had an ex-wife who was good, always came out of the bar $100 richer. I never saw a girl that could play pool. But like I said, I never spent much time in a bar. Let's see. There was a guy whose old lady plays one ball, I hear. I don't know how the hell, could, you mean what, shoot the cue ball in from the corner pocket or something like that? Okay. One ball. Okay, I got it. Okay. I was in the bar toilet one night, and this drunk guy relieved himself down my leg because he could not stand up straight. Now, that sounds like an interesting proposition. Yeah, that would make me happy. That I would contemplate jaw or cheekbone. That would be my first thought if that happened. Jaw or cheekbone. Funny thing with me, when I saw the shot, I had to walk up and take it. If I stood too long to set up the angle, I missed more often. See the shot? Bam. Yeah, I understand that because I can't play pool. So I had the same luck just walking up as with all the due process and mental anguish, I would miss 90% of them anyway. Warren H. Dogs are for security, not pets. Well, it depends on how well your dog is trained. And you're right. A dog really shouldn't be friendly with strangers, but she's had them since they were 6 weeks old, and they bark at everything. The local cat walks by, they bark. But they're pretty good most of the day. At night, they do enjoy a bark or two. Dennis Adams lives next to a bar, but never went in. Jaw. My choice was Jaw. That would be my choice. I wouldn't. I have no tolerance for that kind of shit. I couldn't even imagine. I could tell you stories about things similar to that, and God damn, I can't tell you. I wouldn't do it on YouTube. Remind me to tell you in real life. I'm not much for people that are drunk. I have such no tolerance for that at all. My father drank a lot, so I heard. I was born and he died, and I never saw him drunk. But I heard he drank a lot when he worked out of town. The first time I ever had a drink with my dad, I was 32 years old. On Christmas, New Year's, and a celebration, could be 4th of July or Easter or something like that, he had a cabinet full of every quality liquor that known to man. He got it for free because he was a tugboat captain, and people would give him cod. The engineers would come in with 2 or 3 bottles of, at the time, Seagram 7s, the one with the wire on it. I'm not sure which. The pinch scotch. They'd bring in 2 or 3 bottles and they'd drop it off in the pilot house, because when the engineers wanted to go to do a job, the boat would have to come pick them up at shore, and the captain, if that's an extra run all the way to shore, the captain could. It's at the captain's purview if he wants to go to shore. And my dad would always just jump up if he was taking a nap and go pick up the engineers and bring them to the rig wherever they had to go. And he'd make a priority, tell them, look, you got to be at 3:30, you got to be ready to leave, because I'll get you back to shore, because at 4 o'clock we start moving rigs around or something like that. So we had freaking liquor. We had boxes and boxes of top shelf liquor. And he'd open up that cabinet and he had everything. There wasn't anything he didn't have top shelf. And he put out a shot glass for everybody, the men there, the men at the party who wanted a shot. He'd give everybody a shot of whatever they wanted, take the shot glasses, put them on the tray, bring them into the kitchen, close the cabinet. That was the extent of the drinking in our house. That's how I grew up. So, he doesn't have any tolerance for drunks either. But, yeah, that drunk shit. You really need to be, if you're going to be stupid, you better be tough. That's a true saying. Okay, so let me see if this will flip over now. Try it again. No, it keeps freezing. It keeps freezing when I do that. All right, I'll bring it back to me. All right, well, this is, I don't know if you can see it. Now that I've taken my break, honey, when you went downstairs, did you go downstairs before? Oh, no, you did not. Okay. All right, I want to get this pile up on here. See this mahogany lumber? I just threw it up here to get it out of the truck, but it's not stacked flat and there's no weight on top of it. If I left this like this tomorrow when the sun came up, before the sun left in the afternoon, this stuff is perfectly flat and perfectly true. It's milled lumber. All four sides are milled, and it's exact. Well, it's the 2x2s are like 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, and the 2x3s are 1 3/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, so it's not the rough sawn lumber that they used to sell in the Philippines, and I'm very happy about that, because then it would take 2 or 3 days to plane it down. If you wanted to build a decent wall, it would take 2 or 3 days to plane it down. So that's not the case now. So that lumber is going to get stacked behind me, right here on this bench. So what I could do is put this over here, and all you're going to really be able to see is all you're really going to be able to see is the lumber closing in from the top from left to right. That's all there is for you to see, because I got to get that lumber stacked. It's getting on. I'm getting a little tired, actually. I'm getting a little tired. We've been going since, well, I've been running around since 8 o'clock. And then when I got back, we started working. So we're going to take care of that other pile of lumber now, honey. Do we have any water before you come over here? Bring some water, please. All right, and my gloves, right? They're over here. Okay. Okay. Just throw it. Throw it. 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay. Take your time. I see you're tired. One step at a time. Hold on. Just nail that board over there, so it's together, but it could slide at the bottom. All right. You want?
No.
Put it over there so we know we can bring it down tonight. Okay. All right. Let's see. One thing I wanted to show you guys, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not, but I did want to show you this piece of this coconut tree. This is from termites. This is from termites. This is from termites. 1 year, well, 2 years. This piece of wood was 2 years, and this is what the termites here will do to a piece of wood in 2 years. Now, I don't know what you can see. I should just pick it up and show you what I want to show you. This is amazing. All of the wood gets termites in it right away, too. I don't know what you could see. I hope you could see it. Those big gaping holes. When I picked up this piece of wood, it was on the deck, and it was in a dry place. Actually, there was a board over it, so the board acted as a house roof for the termites. They were going to town on this. Now, if the building was done, I'd have a shop on the 4th floor, and I would take this piece of wood and varnish it. Because this wood, where my finger is, I don't know, you can see, it's still solid enough to put 1-inch brass hooks in here. And I'd put like 4 coats of McCloskey's varnish, or some cheap varnish. McCloskey's is good. Or some cheap polyurethane, and I would make an earring holder out of this, or a jewelry holder with hooks. And you could put your watch on there, and earrings and stuff like that. I have a lot of stuff like that I made in America. That when I just left America, believe it or not, my brother despises that I used to make stuff out of driftwood. When I was a kid, I would my whole house was driftwood, varnished driftwood. And I built varnished driftwood shelves for my mother. Oh, God, I built so she put some of her most beautiful antique, really nice stuff, real china, really nice china, on these old driftwood shelves with McCloskey Spa varnish on them, 6 or 7 coats. And when I would take the wood out of the beach, I would leave the bird feathers on it, if it had barnacles, if it had seaweed, if it had a rock, or it had like mussels, that like 6 or 7 mussels together, I'd just varnish right over it. The mussels would open up, they'd stink for a couple of weeks, and then I'd varnish the inside of that too. And he hated that shit. He goes, that fucking garbage wood. My father used to call it garbage wood too, but he loved driftwood shelves. So when I left America for the last time a couple of weeks ago, my brother goes to me, he goes, Mike, he goes, that shelf that you made with the Mickey Mouse collection on it, he goes, are you going to take that with you? I said, yeah. He goes, can I have it? I said, sure, you can have it if you like it. I thought you didn't like it. Well, I like it now. he likes it now. So he liked it now. And actually, one of my favorite pieces, and no one walked into our dining room without complimenting us on that shelf. So he's got that, and I give him one other, and I took some, but that was probably the pièce de résistance in driftwood. In fact, when I made it, I had a big wood shop at the time back in 1976. Somebody walked in and offered me like $50 for it then, and I said to them, are you out of your fucking mind? $50? I just paid $28 a gallon, because that's what McCloskey Spa varnish cost. And I used an entire a gallon and a half of varnish on this thing. And there's 36 bronze hooks, cup hooks, and there's brass pipe in it. Brass pipe was what held up the second and third tiers. And you want to give me $50 for something I spent over $100 in materials on? How about kissing my ass? And I wouldn't sell it to him. He would have gave me $100. He goes, all right, I'll give you $100. I said, you go fuck yourself. I'm not selling you. You want me to work for you for oh, I'll put it in. Fuck you. Put it in your living room. I'll stick it up your ass. Fucking people. They're really fucking big sports. They want to pay you 1/3 of what it cost you to make something, and you got fucking hours and hours of picking the wood, cutting the wood, dadoing the wood, putting the shit together, and they want to pay you 1/3 of what you have in it in materials only. Fuck them where they breathe. Anyway, this would have made a great driftwood shelf, but ain't gonna happen now. Fuck them where they breathe. Okay, so let's get this back over here. My girl Daisy, she's ready. She is ready to go. She's sleeping. No, come here, honey.
Sleep there.
What?
Sleep there before.
Can't hear you.
I slept there before.
I know.
Then
I saw that. I saw that. Okay, tell you what. All you have to do is just give me a little, you pick up that end and just push it to me a little bit when I work it, and I'll do the rest, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so this shit needs to go someplace. Put this next to that. Take one piece at a time. Yep, just like that, yeah. Alright. Okay. Alright. Go on the end. I just want you to do one thing. That when I get it like that, you throw it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, you just pick it up and assist me to get it over to the first level there, okay? Very nice. No, I put it down. I just explained to you, I'm going to pick up my end. and then you're going to help me on when I tell you to. You pick up your end, then I have to pick up the entire weight of the board. Now pick it up. Throw it. 1, 2, 3. Like that. Yep. That's all I want you to do. Just like that. Wait. Okay, pick it up and throw it. Yep. Whoa, wait. Really heavy, this one.
Hanging up. Yeah.
All right, ready? Pick it up and throw it. All right, pick it up and throw it. Pick it up and throw it. Get
1, 2, 3.
oh, my arms are getting tired. How come this is your glove, yeah?
Yeah, but this is thick.
Okay. Yeah, the splinters go right through it, yeah?
Yeah,
Did one go through before?
yeah, gamay.
What?
Yeah, gamay.
Come on, yeah. They'll go right through those little gloves. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh. Yeah, my arms are getting tired. Let's do. I'll start from the outside. Go.
1, 2.
Wait, it's hung up. 1, 2, 3. One just went right through my big glove, but it went through the hole in the glove. I got a good one in my other finger, it's still in there too. Ugh. Get that up so I can pick it up. There, now let it go. Wow, that was heavy. 1, 2, 3.
Do you want me to help you? You will not bend over?
No,
Okay.
just want you to pick up one so I could get it. Yep, now put your end down.
Down?
Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3. Pick up another one. Grab the wood. It's time for you to pick up your end. Do I really have to say it 75 times?
Yeah, 1 million.
A million times.
1, 2, 3. three. One, two, three. One, two, three.
Wait.
One, two, three. Wait. One, two, three. 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 Heavy.
The last one, the
Yeah.
heaviest one, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's always the last one, yeah?
Yeah. One, two, three.
That is probably the heaviest one. Okay, now go get me the straw. Okay, so now I'm going to tie it down so that I'm going to put a board in the middle of it and tie it down so that it can't buckle up. Because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if it's going to rain or I don't know if it's going to rain. So here's the lumber stacked. And I don't know if it's going to rain. So, you know what we should do, Daisy? Should have cut. Well, I think I have some small pieces of plywood. I think I'm going to put some plywood on in case it rains. It'll keep most of the. Well, we have a tarpaulin over there, right?
Yeah.
And we have another tarpaulin under there, under here, right where your feet are. All right, that's a pretty big top, I gotta tell you. That's a big one. I don't really feel like opening that up, but actually we should, because this wood is not supposed to get wet and then get dry and then get wet and then get dry and then get wet and then get dry. It ain't supposed to happen. All right, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do it right. Okay, I got tarpaulins here. They're big though, but that's what we're gonna use. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I put this over here. That thing. Okay, so, all right, just put this, you have the knife? Did you get the knife that fell down there before?
Yeah, put inside.
Did you clean it or did it fall on the top?
It's over there.
Okay.
Got it.
Let's get that tarpaulin. Remind me to buy. Well, you know what no, could do it like that. could do it with that shit over there. We need a new tarpaulin for the machine. For the exercise machine. You have the plastic one under there?
Yeah. Do what?
Oh, you know what? This is a separate one or the same one, yeah?
What?
This is all one big piece, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Then you know what? Give me that. Give me those 3 pieces of plywood there. No, I don't need those. Just give me the tarpaulin. Okay, we're gonna put a tarpaulin over this. And this way, I don't know that I'm gonna get back up here tomorrow.
Hey.
Throw this down, left the building there. Okay. More ants. Opening up one more hole. Okay. Yeah. Don't go past that wood that I have to stop. Otherwise you fall off the building. I have to go down and pick you up, and that's a pain in the ass. And don't laugh about it. Just pay attention to where the corners are. Alright, that ain't gonna work. One more, yeah?
Yeah.
Take this corner here, pull it. Alright, I'm going to pull my end this way. Doubled in the back, which is supposed to be. Alright, push it here. Just grab this wrinkle right here. Forget all the rest of it. Push the other stuff off the other side. Let it fall that way. Just hold on to this piece right here. Yep. Push it off. Yep. Pull it to you. Pull it to you. Pull it to you. Right over the edge, right? Go over the edge there. Get it over the edge about 6 inches. Right there. Good. Now, give me that junk plywood and put that over this side here. You know what? No, you know what I'm going to do, Daisy? No. You could give that to me, but I don't think that's what I'm going to use. I'm not going to use that. Give it to me. I'll put that shit back over there out of the way. All right. When I get over there, give it to me. And then we're going to go with, that's it for the day.
Yeah, I'm very hungry.
Me too. I'm very hungry. Okay. One piece at a time. All right. I gotta get some small. Yeah, this will work. Yeah, I'm getting really fucking tired. That's it. You just stay right there. Do we have any?
Mine.
Take what you want.
I'm done.
Take a sip. I'm coming over there. We have the straw and the knife. Yep. Yep. Okay, thanks.
Camera move.
Yeah, it probably did. Alright, it's froze up. Fucking globe, what a piece of shit. Alright, I don't know if you guys are still, is the timer still moving, honey?
Yeah, moving now.
Where's my, oh. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at the comments and I'll show you the pile of lumber and then we're gonna say goodbye. Okay. Good night, Dennis. I don't know what three nutty skeeters are. Okay, so, hello, Samuel. Yeah, Warren. Let me tell you something, Warren. Here, move over. Let me sit down. Warren, let me tell you what I do when somebody insults me like that. Warren can't stand drunks either. Okay, when you're trying to sell a 30-year-old mint guitar. Yeah, the termite. I'll go through the comments in order. Watch out, honey. I can't see. I can't with this. Hold on. Here, hold these glasses till I can sit down. Okay. We'll sit over there, maybe. I'm going to tell you what I do. The video is now going to get. The video is now going to get age restricted. Okay. I'm going to tell you exactly what I do when somebody that wants something and knows what the value of it is. Just drinking buddies. That's right, Dennis Adams. You know, I tell that story all the time. I worked in a bar for 3 years. Sometimes I would, pretty much I would not take the drink that you offered one drink at the end of the night. Complimentary drink. It's like working in a restaurant and you get one meal. Good night, Mercury. Okay, so I worked in and I had a party. I put for 50. One guy, Bush, the bartender, showed up. Before the food was ready, there was all kinds of salads. Caesar salad was ready, just had dressing on it. And so out of like 35 or 40 people that I invited to the party, every one of them, the 3 or 4 nights before Memorial Day, I guess it was, could have been Labor Day, it was in the Keys, every one of them said they were going to come, and not one of the motherfuckers showed up. Not one. And these were guys that I saw. I worked 3 nights a week. I worked Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. These are guys I saw 2 or 3 nights a week. And not one of the motherfuckers showed up. And I went to the bar, and I told them all off. It wasn't long after that I got fired, not for telling people off, but for telling the boss he had no balls. There was a guy who walked in, he had a mohair sweater on. I don't remember his name. He was big, way big. I mean, stupid big, 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", something like that. 250, 260 pounds with a 32-inch waist. Okay, he was a professional something, but he was huge, and he was from Finland or Sweden or something like that. And he was drinking 2 or 3 drinks at a time. He was freaking huge, and the girls were crowding around him like nobody's business. I mean, it was like this guy was handsome. He was huge. His fat had a fantastic body. Through a mohair sweater, you could see the muscles bulging in his arms and in his chest. His chest muscles flexed when he moved his arms. Oh, okay, Daisy wants to eat. She's going. So anyway, she'll wait. The man has got to know his limitations. So, and that goes with this story here. So, So the guy was huge, and he wasn't bothering anybody. The girls were coming over to him. They were, whatever they were talking about, he was very calm. He was very peaceful. So all of a sudden you hear Mary, this fucking pig bartender named Mary. She was stone ugly. She was obese beyond recognition for 32, 33 years old. She had a piss poor attitude. Nobody liked her. Nobody that worked with her liked her. Nobody that came into the bar liked her. I don't know why she had that job. She's been a bartender her whole life. She came with the restaurant. She was there. She was a good bartender. Okay, so with that, you hear Mary screaming and I'm at the door. I'm on the outside of the door. I'm on the outside because I didn't like the smoke. And I enjoyed being outside, but seeing the people's faces, watching them walk in straight and watching them walk out drunk. So Mary starts fucking screaming. So with that, Bob, his name was fucking Bob. I forgot. We had a nickname for Bob, but it wasn't a good nickname. So Bob, Mo, the owner, his name was Mo. I don't know if he was Indian, some Southeast Asian country type of guy. He wasn't Chinese, but anyway, Mo his name was. And he walks over to Bob and tells Bob to go over there and tell the guy to get out. So Bob is like, I don't know, he's not big, he's about 5'10", but he's very thin. He's an older man in his 60s. He starts screaming at the guy, and the guy is looking at him like this, because the guy knows that Bob, short of shooting the guy, Bob can't do anything to hurt him, and he's not bothering anybody. But Mary is standing there pounding her fists on the bar. Get the fuck out of here, you motherfucker! And she was carrying on like a stormtrooper. So the guy, Bob, Bob put his fingers on the guy's chest, and I'm going, oh man, this is going to end up bad for Bob, for all of us. This guy was huge. I mean, if he was a fighter, there would be no way you could beat this guy. I don't care who you are. Maybe Mike Tyson or that guy Butterbean or somebody like that might be able to beat George Foreman. That's how big the guy was. Nobody in their right mind would irritate this guy, and he wasn't bothering anybody. All right, so Bob fails. So Mo comes over to me, and he comes outside. He goes, Mike, get rid of that guy. I said, well, how do you want me to get rid of him? He goes, I don't care how you get rid of him. Get rid of him. He didn't pay for a drink. I says, she is screaming, Mary is screaming like that. That guy's been drinking for 2.5 or 3 hours and buying every girl in the bar a drink. And you're bitching that he didn't pay for one drink. Maybe Mary made a mistake. I want him out of here. I said, all right, I'll get him out, but it's going to cost you. So he goes, I don't give a fuck what it costs. Just get him the fuck out of here. So I walk over to the guy, and I said to the guy, I said, look, my name is Michael Fazio, and you're like, what, 6'8", 275 pounds? And he just looks at me. He had a cigarette in his hand. He was smoking a cigarette. It looked like it was about that big. It looked like one of those little toy chalk cigarettes that you smoke when you're a kid. That's how big this guy was. He's fucking huge. I said, look, my boss wants you out of here. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you some options. I'm going to tell you that I'm going to buy you a drink, and I'm going to drive you over to Zappy's Bar and Grill, which is a better bar than here, and nobody's going to bother you, and there's lots of women. That's one way. Or me and you have to fight, and then I have to go to the hospital, and then you're going to jail. So I said, what would you prefer to do? He goes, I'll take the drink and a ride. Just like that. Just cool. I mean, this for somebody who's been drinking 2.5 hours. So I tell Mary to give him, she starts screaming. I said, shut the fuck up. Give him a drink. So Bush came over. The only guy that showed up at my party, Bush, was the bartender at Coconuts Lumber. Coconuts Bar and Grill in Key Largo. So Bush comes over, gives the guy a drink. Guy takes the drink, lights up another cigarette. He smokes a cigarette. Me and him are talking about where he's from, and that, how big he is. And I said, did anybody ever jump out of their car to come after you? And then when you get out of the car, what does their face look like? I made a joke out of it. By the time me and that guy left, we were buddies. So Mo came over to me, says, I told you to get him the fuck out of here. While I'm talking to the guy, says, he's going to leave as soon as he's done with the drink. I told you now. I said, let me tell you something, you fucking spineless motherfucker. You want him out of here? You fucking get him out of here. Fuck you. This guy's coming with me. I'm taking him over to Zappy's. And Mo fired me. That was it. He goes, you're fucking fired. It's fine. I'm fucking fired. Guys, they called him a spineless motherfucker. He had to act like a tough guy. The guy never picked up his fucking hands the whole fucking time I worked there for 2.5 or 3 fucking years. Never got involved with a fucking quarrel. Never got involved physically with an altercation. But his fucking mouth never stopped. So I said, you want him out of here? You get him the fuck out of here, you spineless motherfucker. And he fired me. And me and the guy went over to Zappy's, and we had a couple of drinks. And never saw him again. The guy was the nicest. Bought me a drink. I bought him a drink. The girls over there were buying him drinks. By 2 o'clock in the morning, I was fucking hammered, and I went home. And that was my big fucking bar experience. The biggest guy I ever seen in my life. And this guy, get him the fuck out. I don't care how I'm going to get him out of here. It cost him a drink, cost Mo a drink. He had to come over, big tough fucking guy. These motherfuckers, boy, I got to tell you. These fucking people with the bit. And who the fuck did that to me the other day? Somebody did that to me the other day. Can't remember who it was. Did something just like that. I said, why don't you go fucking take care of it? Why don't you just get off your fucking ass and go take care of it? And it was in the Philippines. Anyway, I don't remember what the fuck it was. I do remember getting pissed off at somebody if he did something really stupid, and the guy's going, why don't you fuck him up? I said, why don't you just stop running your fucking mouth? Why don't you go over there? guy did something. Where the fuck were we? The lumberyard, maybe? And he went in front of the line, and somebody said something, and he said something back, and it wasn't, you know, fucking guy cut ahead of me. I think that's what it was, but I'm not real sure. I don't remember. It was. That's how little importance I put on it, because I didn't get involved with it. All right, Daisy's hungry. Let me show you this load. Okay, here's the load. Fucking tough guys. Tough guys. They're all fucking tough guys until they pick up their fucking hands and fight somebody that's 6'8". Okay. We're both very tired. Yeah. Okay, so here's the load. Stacked nice and neat, pyramidal. And on the end where the cover doesn't cover, I have this piece of plywood here. And that'll keep the rain off it. So Daisy is actually sleeping. Come on over here, honey. All right, we're going to say goodbye. My legs are like rubber. Now is the time that you really have to pay attention going
exercise.
Down. What?
Exercise.
What?
Exercise!
You're going to exercise? Yeah, bullshit. She's going to exercise. Let me put my glasses on. We're going to say goodbye to you guys. Thanks, everybody, for the super chat. We're doing good, Sam. Okay, bye-bye, Sam. Bye-bye, everybody. From Michael Fazio and...
This is me.
Salamat. Thanks very much for the super chat. There was quite a few super chats, and maybe Daisy will get to finish that the Dumageddon Mongoloid song. I don't know where she came up with that. Had nothing. That was just, I was sitting over there going, what? Okay, you want to be creative. Okay, everybody, say goodbye. Amping, Sam, Warren, Dennis.
How to end? Dot X.
Yeah, exit out, baby. Oy vey.